absolutely, unequivocally, never cheated on my wife.
I've done everything to make sure you stay here and have everything.
He's a big cheater. I have absolutely no doubt that he cheated on me with an ex-girlfriend.
Who did it first? Do not give me an excuse for it.
Because she believes that, she has made me public enemy number one. Kim has literally taken scissors out and cut up my clothes. One day I went in the store, come out, and found that there was something poured all in my driver's seat. One morning I woke up, I go to my car, and I find that there's damage to the driver's door with a coat hanger trying to unlock my car. On top of that, I found the hood release on my car popped, which could have caused an accident.
Oh, he rewrites history to everyone and immediately turns it around on me.
Kim has gotten to the point that she harasses me by sending me accidental texts that are supposedly meant for another guy that she's gonna have dinner with or whatever to provoke a response. The constant arguing and fussing, it's gotten so bad that several times I have gone to my late parents' house to get away from it all. Kim tells me, go run to mommy's house and stay with your whores and your sluts and whatever else you do over there. Absolutely not true. On 3 different occasions, I found security camera wires cut, television cable wires cut. I found super glue in the new locks that I put on the house. One time there was literally stain thrown on the wall, the windows, and the doors under the carport area. Who did it? Kim did it. At that point, I filed a restraining order just to stop the damage from occurring to my parents' home. I am so fed up with this situation. I love my wife. I want this to work, but things cannot continue the way they are.
So why is Kim so positive that Ronnie cheated with an ex-girlfriend? She says GPS and her newfound hacking skills helped unearth all the evidence she needed.
Hide money from your spouse in several different accounts.
I do not trust Ronnie at all. He has definitely been unfaithful and been lying about pretty much everything.
Did you just forget the order of things? Your brain runs backwards.
Kim's believing that I cheated has manifested itself into her obsession. She's gone crazy on me.
Are you here? Are you half asleep?
No, I'm wide
No, you're not.
I am constantly being watched, observed. She's admitted to putting a tracker on my car.
At one point when he was coming home late, I did watch the mileage on the car, and it was excessive.
And you definitely don't like when people do to you what you do to them first.
She has demanded that I give her logins and passwords to accounts, which I have. Then she turns around and changes the passwords.
Give me access to Jay.
I would. I never took it away until you took our money.
Give me the access.
The only place he could truly hide information from me was through his work email, and I was able to get into it. I found a plethora of information. I found out Ronnie had secret phone numbers and phones, plural. I found a bunch of inappropriate voice text to an ex-girlfriend.
She's at home right now. I will come by in just a little while if that's okay. If you do not stop taking good care of me, I'm going to start thinking I married the wrong girl.
I sat there and listened to about 7,300 between he and his ex. I never would have dreamt I would have ever put up with something like this, never.
I walk into the sunroom and plastered all over the wall text messages, emails for the last 5 years, and she wants explanations for every single one of them. I want to make it absolutely clear. I, Ronnie, did not drive 1,837 miles to lie to Dr. Phil, period.
Well, okay, guys, 14 years you've been married, right?
That's correct.
And you say this ran off the track in 2016.
I found out in 2018
In 2018,
is when I found out
okay. I found out what?
about everything you've just heard.
Okay.
I didn't know most of it was going on.
Now, you sent an email this morning at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
A long email
Yeah.
to the producer that you've been working with, that said, I don't want to talk about all the stuff that I've been doing. That's in the past. I want to talk about his abuse.
Oh, no, talking about it's fine. I just didn't want it, any big drama, like I was just a snooping wife and that's why we're here. This is my life, this is serious, and it's getting almost violent at home.
Okay, so what is it you didn't want to talk about?
Oh, no, I will talk about anything you want to talk about.
I've honestly tried to answer every question I could answer for any fault that I've had. I've owned my mistakes. I own them today. I'm not going to back away from them. But I can't live in an environment to where you ask me for an answer, I give you an answer, and it's not the answer you want. So there's going to be a retaliation for what you didn't get.
Well, you just lied. You said, I can't live in that situation. That's not true. You can because you are.
Absolutely.
You went to therapy, right?
Yes, marriage counseling.
And your therapist basically fired you.
We went to the end. Till he
And
released us.
I went to the last session by myself because I felt that
No,
what
you
he was
added a
saying was,
session.
hey guys, we've got it all out there. He's admitted to this, he's admitted to that. At some point, there has to be a reset button and you have to move on.
Either move on or
And
I
I
can't
felt-
help you, right?
Exactly. I've already answered all
Have
I'm
you
gonna
cheated
answer.
on her?
Absolutely not.
Have you been inappropriate with your ex, giving her reason to be offended?
100%. Yes.
Okay. Then why are you shocked that she's offended?
I'm not shocked that she's offended. I'm upset because she thinks that I have literally had an affair with someone and I did not.
You say that she has saved 5 years of all of your text messages on a flash drive.
Yes, sir.
What?
Oh, no, I'm just 5 years. I just thought that was funny.
What is it? 4 years
It's
and
not-
3 months? What?
No, it's 2 years. Because when I found out in 2018, I went back to 2016 where I found
Well,
that's all it is. 2
she
years.
sent me a text message asking me, who did I say happy birthday to, baby, in December the 21st, 2017. Okay, well, that
You
clearly
explained it.
states that you got a text message from 2017.
That was way after the fact.
So
Ron.
these are
Well,
printed out texts
I
that you
understand
printed
that.
out and hung in the sunroom.
He kept saying, send me screenshots and I'll give you the information. Let's talk about it. I'll give you the information.
So these are messages, screenshots, accounts.
When nothing worked, I said, let me put them in front of your face. Maybe you'll answer each one. He just ripped them down. I still have the garbage.
Okay, so
Well, I didn't
do you
rip 'em.
believe that he's a cheater?
Well, he has cheated. I hope
Okay,
he
and
does
let's
not
assume
now.
you're correct. Okay, now what?
Well, I've already told him I'd forgive him. This
You
just
can't
keeps
forgive
coming
me and
up.
throw it up in my
Okay,
face
but
every
I
single
don't
day of
throw
my
it up-
life.
I don't throw it up
That's
in your
not
face.
forgiveness.
I don't throw it up in your face. You have tried to deflect from that and make up wild things
Where's
that
the
I've
deflection?
done. It's every single day. When I ask you a question, you answer it with a question, or you leave and don't even validate the fact that I've asked you a question and
That's
you know
not
this
true,
is
Dr.
true,
Phil.
Ronnie.
Well, Kim says it's not just what Ronnie said to his ex-girlfriend, it's how his voice sounded when he recorded audio texts. Because he didn't type these texts, he uses audio text?
Speech text.
To text.
Speech text. Let's listen.
She's at home right now. I will come by in just a little while if that's okay. Be careful, sweetheart. Talk to you or hope to see you soon. Just text me something like, hey, are you going to need that apartment or something? Hey, sorry I haven't been able to call. She took off work the rest of the week. If you do not stop taking good care of me, I'm going to start thinking I married the wrong girl.
Okay.
First of all, that text message or that speak to text, if you do not stop taking care of me, was going to my 62-year-old cashier who cooked lunch for me at work one day. That wasn't even to who she thinks it was to. Speak to text doesn't give you anything back. It just tells you what you sent. Doesn't tell you who it sent it to, doesn't have a phone number on it, nothing. One of those speak to text was to my daughter.
No, it wasn't.
Kim is jealous of any female that is alive sleeping or awake. If I'm talking to a friend, my daughters playing Xbox, Kim sees all of that as a threat. Kim and I used to work together. Kim was telling coworkers about my affair. It got so bad that I was instructed that if Kim did not resign, she was going to be terminated. I instructed Kim to just quit.
And this has upset you as it would anybody. It would upset a husband, a wife, it would upset anyone. Yeah. Totally get it. 100% get it. You have reacted to it in some ways that are what I call outrageous overshadowing. What you're doing is basically giving him a free pass. It's when one's behavior is so outrageous that it overshadows the behavior of the other person. He does something, and then you react to it in such an animated, outrageous way that everybody looks at you and ignores what he did to begin with. You know, for example, did you take scissors and cut up his clothes?
No. After.
Well, wait a minute.
I'm trying to answer.
But did you start your answer with no?
Oh, with snipping his, the little hole, or cut up? See, he ripped his own clothes after he switched our bank account. He did that.
Kim, that's
Ronnie,
not true.
Ronnie, you changed our bank account. You took it away from me.
We're not talking about a bank account. We're talking about who
I know, that's
cut
what-
these holes in these clothes.
Yeah, he ripped that. I've never seen that.
Did you take scissors to his clothes?
No.
You didn't take scissors to my work pants.
Why would I take scissors
3 or 4 pair
to
of my
your
work
work
pants.
pants, Ronnie?
Because you were pissed at me.
Why did you open another bank account?
Why did I open it up
behind my
in
back. The
Okay,
retaliation?
wait a minute. You, hold on. You talked about him deflecting. I'm not
I
talking
know, I
about
just
bank
realized.
accounts. I'm asking you, did you cut holes in his clothes?
No, I didn't cut holes in his
So that is
clothes.
all made up.
That's made up. I've actually never seen this.
Well, is there something else that you cut holes in?
No, I'm trying to think. Wait, what did I did? Wait, what did I do? I did do something childish, but I was thinking of something else. It was with the car, because I was mad.
Did you try to break into his car?
No, and I couldn't send the video because it was 8 minutes long. The day he showed it to me, I tried to get him to make a police report.
Did you break into his car and pour something all over the seat?
No, I have keys. It's my car too. It doesn't make sense.
Did you pour something all over his seats?
No, he told me about that the other day, actually.
Okay, so you know anything about that.
He just told me about it the other day. He told me something smelled like dog stuff, and he had to have the seat cleaned. But I don't know what that has to do with
But you didn't do that.
No.
Okay, did you go to his mother's house, his deceased mother's house, and vandalize it?
Right, with the stain he threw in my car? Yes. I put the rest of it right there.
Did you do this?
I went, because it's in my car.
What do you mean, because it's in your car? How does
That afternoon when he came
stain
home.
being in your car justify you throwing it on?
He did it when he came to our house for lunch break.
He did what?
He came to our house from 1 to about 1:14 p.m. that day.
I got 4 T-shirts, a
Stain
pair of
was in
warm-ups, and a
my
work belt.
car all over the place. That's the rest of
So
it
I
that was
took
left.
stain and
It
put it
was
in your
out.
car. Then you took that stain and went and threw it on my mom's house.
The rest of it that you had left in the can after you took doorknobs off and pulled the laundry room shelf down and shattered the microwave and we go on and on and on, Ronnie. You're on video knocking everything down. Even on the refrigerator, even the small stuff you destroyed the sunroom.
Okay, we'll get to that in a minute. Before you threw the stain, did you send this text message in December of 2020? Kim, caught you stealing more from the house. I owe you one for stealing. I have nothing to lose anymore. You have succeeded in destroying me. Such a man you are.
I probably did, because I was mad.
And then you threw the stain.
When I saw it in my car, yes.
Did you, put super glue in the locks?
No, he told me about that, and we both went and looked at it. I don't know how I can't tell it. I can't tell what it is, but he says it's super glue.
But you didn't sabotage the locks.
No, that makes no sense. All you got to do is buy another lock. Why? And I have no. You told me I put super glue on a camera first.
Okay.
Then I don't. I'm
Did
confused.
you destroy his telephone?
His telephone?
Yeah.
No, he has a phone.
The charging port to the phone, did you destroy that?
That's funny because I had just seen that for the first time. The hanger. We have that on video also. He picked up a pink hanger the day he accused me of doing it.
Okay, so you didn't do
Then a regular hanger.
You didn't do this to his phone.
I've never seen that. I don't even know what that is.
So you didn't do anything to his charging port on his phone?
No.
Okay.
I should have. Well, how do you? I don't, never mind.
So other than throwing stain on the wall, you didn't do any of those things?
I didn't do those. I've done other things. I've been
Did
childish.
you take over his accounts and then change the passwords so he couldn't get in them?
No, because every single thing, that's what all those were that you saw on the wall that I wanted answers for. He won't give them to me.
So
I
did
can't
he-
get into that
Ronnie,
to change that. I
I
could
have the
possibly have
same
done
thing.
Did
that.
he
You do it
change
to
his
me.
own? Did he change his own screen name to the Liar King?
Oh, no, I don't. See, our contacts mix because he has my phone synced with his.
Did you change it to the Liar King?
It's impossible. I can't because I can't get in his phone. He has our phone synced because he's the account owner.
That's not the phone. That's my Xbox. You own the account. It clearly says the Liar King on my Xbox.
Okay.
Quit putting my phone number on it and all of your accounts. That's the problem,
How
Ronnie.
can I put your phone number as the recovery?
Ronnie, do you know how many times I've sent you quit doing this? Because
Okay.
every time I try to recover a
Don't help
password,
me
it goes
here.
to your phone.
Let me ask you, did you put the Liar King
No,
on that account?
the Liar King was his contact name that I had in my phone. I don't know what his Xboxes haven't been at the house since recently.
Did you put this on his account? The recovery number is your phone number.
He's got my number and my emails as all his information.
Okay, so you're saying you didn't do it.
No,
So he changed his own
How would
screen
this
name to the
benefit
Liar
me?
King.
it.
Well, you have him in your contacts as the Liar King, right?
I did when he left me the second time. I changed him to the Liar King. Yes, I did, and I
Okay.
showed him that.
Okay,
I showed him
but
that.
you didn't, and you didn't put this on this account, even though it has your number as the recovery number,
There's a
and that's
bunch
how
of
you
that.
have him in your contacts.
There's a bunch of that, Dr. Phil. All of his accounts have. He's got them so intertwined. It is unbelievable. That's why I have begged to please have a password book, and we have everything written separate.
Okay, did you send him text messages pretending to sleep with other guys?
Pretending to sleep with other. No, please
Did-
show me that because that
Did
was
you
not.
send him texts where you were pretending to have an affair?
No, not pretending to have an affair. I may have done that to pretend that I was talking to somebody, but I was not. He had left me for the third time. I'm the one devastated.
Okay, I understand, but you didn't send him messages pretending to be involved with someone else.
Pretending to be involved.
You understand the words,
I do,
pretending
I
to be
do.
involved.
No, just maybe to talking to someone else. He knows good and well I'm not involved with anybody. I wouldn't
That
even
isn't
have
what I asked
time.
you. I asked you if
No.
you sent these text messages.
No, just to make him think I was talking to somebody because he hurt me that bad.
Okay, you're not going to believe what old crazy ass said now. He actually said he wished his daughter would have a miscarriage. He is much sicker than I ever thought. I'll tell you the details when you come. Give me a few hours to get ready. So you sent that text
garbage.
message to him.
Garbage. I didn't go anywhere. But he knows that because he was at the house every day.
But you said you didn't send him a message suggesting you were involved with somebody else.
Not that I'm involved. No, just that I was on the phone with somebody. I didn't say,
Give me a few hours to get ready before you come.
That could have been anybody. See, he's assuming something. I was so hurt, it felt good to make him a little jealous because he hurt me.
Okay.
But he hurt me for real.
Then on the
I'm making up
16th, you
crap.
said, you can come now, old crazy won't be back. If he does, I don't give a I would love that image forever burned in his brain.
I did after what he did, yes.
Okay, and what was that What image did you
He
want
had
burned in his
left-
brain?
He had left me for
What
the
image did you want
third-
burned in his brain?
Anything. I was hoping he would,
Come in and find you.
no, just even just somebody sitting there watching TV, it would have burned his ass. Because I
Okay.
can't.
And January 15th, 2021, day after the protection order was dropped, you said, I'll send you the video of me leaving and getting dropped off. Hope it with you.
That's what I wanted. Yeah, I wanted him to think I was going somewhere and coming
You
back.
sent that to him.
And I didn't, of course, go anywhere. The only person I talked to who helped me that I didn't want him to know about was his own brother. And I've told
So
him
you
that.
did all this, but you didn't change the screen name to Liar King.
I've never seen that. The screen name. I thought you meant the contact in my phone.
A few years ago, I was so depressed and unhappy, I felt that it was better that I wasn't even around anymore. I wound up taking 27 muscle relaxers. I drove to the cemetery where my parents are buried, and I fell asleep. My kids couldn't find me, and my ex-wife had a feeling where I would go. She's ultimately the one that found me and called the paramedics.
Ronnie is absolutely not suicidal. The day that he did the little bogus suicide attempt, he looked up the medical insurance coverage and how much medication would it take to kill myself. And of course, he used not enough to hurt himself. It was nothing more than a manipulation tactic to buy him some time so he didn't have to deal with answering for his affair.
But I wanted to clear up a couple of things before we do. And trust me, I got a list for him.
I hope so, because I'm lost, I guess.
No, you're not.
No, I am very.
No, you're not lost. You just don't like the list. But I got a list for him too. Trust me. I'm just wanting to get through yours so I can find out really how sick this relationship is. Did you call his work and tell his boss he was embezzling?
He did embezzle. And he knows it.
Kim.
He knows it. And wait,
So you did call his boss.
and I told him the truth. I even told him what to look for, the car, the color of the car, and everything.
So you
that they
wanted
took
him
the
to
money
be
from.
arrested and go to prison.
No, I didn't say anything about being arrested and go to prison. That's his choice. I let him know what happened. That was it. Because I had taken enough.
Okay. How is what he did to you have to do with him? I'm not saying you embezzled, trust me.
Yeah,
But you
it was
called his
just-
boss to say he embezzled.
Yeah, I didn't say the word embezzled. I just told him what Ronnie did. He stole.
You told him he stole. Okay.
Exactly.
And what was your goal there? What did you think would happen if they believed you?
Oh, I didn't care by that point because I had asked for weeks, please put our bank account back. You can't change it. Put it in your kid's account. You can't hide it. I'm tired of being run over. And when you put up with this long enough, you'll do just about anything to try to get your husband to wake up. And I told him every day, if you don't do this, I'm going to send it. I'm going to send it. He said, send whatever you want.
If you don't do what, I'm going to send it. I'm going to send
If
it.
you don't put our bank, he switched bank accounts again behind my back. It wasn't the first time. And I said, you can't do this to us. This is not right. You can't
So you
rage
said
at
if you
night.
don't do A, I'll do B, and he didn't do A, so you did B. You called up there and said, hey, by the way,
After a
my
lot of
husband's a thief.
begging.
He's stealing from you. He's embezzling this money under the table. He's taking money.
There was one time that I knew of. I only gave that instance. I didn't assume anything. I
You
only
did
gave the
that
one
time?
instance that I know.
How many times do you think it takes to lie to somebody's
But
employer
it wasn't a lie.
that
That's
they're
why I knew
embezzling?
the color of the car. I knew the type of car. I knew the employee you worked with. I knew everything because I know what you
Okay,
and him used
and
to do.
of course, an employer, if you told them that and they believed you, then they would start an investigation. They would
Yes.
fire him. They would call the police. They would
Right.
turn him in. He would go to prison if he was
He
convicted.
took all our money, so I figured, you want to take that? You want to do that to your wife and your kids? Then here you
took
go.
all of
Let
our
them
money.
take your money.
Okay.
And you told me, send it, send it, send it, send it.
Okay.
Ronnie encourages daughters to actually hate me. Ronnie lies about me to make himself feel better, feel validated, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Kim is extremely selfish, narcissistic, and controlling, and she makes herself the victim in every situation.
Kim has made my dad's life a living hell. Anytime my sister and I wanted to spend time with my dad, it had to be on Kim's terms. It had to be an approved location. And on top of that, he had to abide by a time frame.
If Kim doesn't agree with it, there's always some kind of excuse and it has to be canceled. Several years ago, we found out that Kim was having an affair with. Kim ended up filing a sexual harassment suit. Years later, we found out that there were emails showing that it was a consensual relationship.
On top of that, Kim had the nerve to call my dad's boss and make false claims that he was embezzling money. That just doesn't make any sense to me.
That whole incident basically led to a year of hell for our entire family. One time, my dad and Kim got into a really big fight, and my dad ended up filing protection order and changing the locks on our house. Kim went on a complete rampage. She came to our house when we were gone, threw a brick through the front and poured tomato sauce on all of the couch cushions, and took a knife and stabbed every single cushion on the couch. It wasn't that shocking because she's just really petty. Because of Kim's wild and unpredictable behavior, it forces my dad to bring his belongings to my house to prevent her from destroying them. I think it's extremely ridiculous.
Well, joining us now virtually are Amanda and Christina. Thank you both for joining us today. It's very helpful to hear from others other than just these two because they're kind of less than objective about this. Amanda, let me start with you. One of the things that your father has said here is that Kim is jealous of his relationship with his daughters and refers to you as his second wife.
That's true, yeah. Ever since they got together 14 years ago, I guess it's been, she's just seemed to have a problem with my dad spending time with me, and it's progressively gotten worse.
We're done.
Okay, and Christina, how do you get along with Kim?
I get along a little bit better because I try to stay out of the situation. I don't think she is as jealous of me as Amanda. So we do have a better relationship.
Uh-huh. And you were at your sister's wedding, right?
Yes.
And you watched the father-daughter dance that took place?
I did.
Uh-huh. Did you find it troubling to you? Was it vulgar or suggestive of incestuous relationship between the two?
Absolutely not. I didn't think anything other than it was a beautiful father-daughter dance.
Uh-huh. It bothered you though, right, Kim?
No, I filmed it. It was, and Ronnie, you know this. I told you it was the comment that I heard that hurt me. Do you know what it was like to hear that comment? We walked away. That's why I shut the phone off. You can hear it in the background. I begged you to listen. You refused.
But have you said to him that you thought his interaction with her during that father-daughter dance was vulgar?
No, I told him about what the comment was I heard behind me.
What did she say to you about it?
She sent a text message like it was meant to someone else, to me, saying that I can't believe people would act like this. The father-daughter dance was plumb vulgar. I can't remember the exact words, but it was basically insinuating that it was an inappropriate father-daughter dance.
I kept trying to talk to you about the comment I heard.
What do you mean
Because
she
it
sent you a
bothered
text
me.
as though it was meant for somebody else?
So like she was talking to somebody else and she accidentally, oops, I sent that to you on
That's
accident.
just, now this first I've heard of that also.
We are out of time, but here is a sneak peek of tomorrow's shocking conclusion.
Tomorrow on an all-new Dr. Phil. Accusations.
You accused her of sleeping with a dead man?
I don't even know what she's talking about.
Yes, you do. You went on and on and on.
Dating sites.
International singles, Ukrainian women, and mature singles. That wasn't you.
Not one single time.
Well, it ain't me looking for women.
Can this marriage be saved?
I had a hard enough time getting to Baton Rouge every day. I don't even know how I would even think about getting to Ukraine.
That's tomorrow.
Trust me, you do not want to miss that. I will examine some of Kim's alleged irrefutable evidence that she says proves Ronnie cheated.
He says his wife is punishing him
Did you take scissors and cut up his clothes?
for an affair he swears never happened.
Why would I take scissors to your work pants, Ronnie?
Because you were pissed at me.
Why did you open another bank account behind my back?
New Dr. Phil. Check your local listings.